This video is about assessment strategies using the Math Plus apps for grades 1 to 6. Before we begin, let me just remind you, you can download or replay this video to revisit some parts. Kasi medyo siksik itong video na ito. Marami tayong apps na i-discuss. And in order to do that, medyo mabilisan. So kung may gusto kayong balikan, balikan nyo lang. And this is the website. So again, kung hindi nyo nakopya, okay lang. You can always come back to it. But in any case, it is https /mathplusresources.wordpress.com. Okay, now so let's proceed. The apps that you will download will be free, game-like, can be played offline, and aligned with the DepEd competencies. So the thing is, let the children play. Sabihin nyo lang sa kanila, oh, ito yung app, download nyo, laruin ninyo. Okay, they can play for like 15 minutes per day. Okay, and then the thing is, the feedback from the app, syempre yung app sabihin niya tama or mali, the feedback can help children improve and learn from mistakes. So in this way, you can use the apps for formative assessment. The children learn by playing the apps. So share nyo lang sa kanila yung mga link. Pero syempre, bago nyo i-share, dapat may idea kayo kung ano yung mga yon. So yun yung reason na meron tayong itong video. Okay, so for summative assessment naman or performance tasks, iba naman yung objective nito. Kung formative assessment is more about learning, summative assessment is more about testing. Did they learn something? So it's application of knowledge, not limited to a single answer. Demonstrate learning through transfer to new situations. These things here I got from the official DepEd memo on performance tasks. So, subukan ko rin na yung pag-discuss ng apps, ganito rin yung ating tatahakin. So, some sample summative assessment tools that qualify as performance tasks as per the same DepEd memo. So, pwede tayong gumawa ng assessment that require reasoning and proof, manipulatives to show math concepts or solve problems, or use measuring tools and devices. And in this way, the Math Plus apps can be very appropriate because you have here additional representations or manipulatives to show math concepts. So to summarize, dalawang klaseng assessment, formative and summative. Dun sa formative, you just ask the children to play, you just ask them to explore. But for summative assessment, after they play, they will apply their knowledge and will also try to make tasks that elicit multiple responses or multiple strategies. So makita nyo yan mamaya. So the first apps that I will show you are frame game, and grid game. So this is the frame game app. So you have here a target number, current number. So ang gagawin ng bata ay i-press niya itong mga button para umabot dito sa target number. So para lang makita nyo, kada press, meron din corresponding na feedback dito sa kanan. So makita niya ano yung effect when you add 10. When you add 10, nadadagdagan ng isang 10 frames. So 57 and so on. But if our target is 52, then we now have to subtract 1. Ayan. So this is the frame game. Kung isipin niyo pang grade 1 lang ito, no, it's not because we also have additional representations like money. So kunwari ang target ay 7, anong gagawin natin? Ganyan. So pwede niyo paglaruan. Okay? And then we also have larger numbers. So pwedeng digits para lang makita nyo, hindi lang siya 1 to 100. Pang hanggang grade 4, grade 5, kunwari 1 to 100,000. Maniwala kayo kahit teachers, medyo mapapaisip kayo. Kaya maganda itong app na to because it seems simple, but if you look at it, kahit kung pagdating dito sa larger numbers, it will be more challenging. So I urge you to try this app. How will you reach 90,000? So mag-add tayo 10,000 and so on hanggang umabot dito. There is also the more advanced level. Dito naman sa more advanced level, meron ng moves left. So, hindi pwedeng manghula lang tayo or gumamit tayo ng non-efficient solution na mag plus 10 ka lang kasi mauubos yan. So, we have to think of the shortest solution. So, for example, balik tayo dito. If we only have 5 moves to get from 96 to 57, you have to think carefully. 2 digits pa lang yan. So, mas mahirap yan pagdating dun sa larger number of digits. So, for example, we do this, minus 10, minus 10, minus 10, 66. Okay, we only have 2 moves. So, pwede tayo mag-minus 10 and then plus 1. So, this is the feedback that I was saying. We also have the grid game. So, basically, the same idea. You have a target number. Ngayon, nandito tayo sa 7, so we add and so on. Okay. So, same with earlier, you also have an option na merong moves left. And then, we also have options for larger numbers. Ayan siya. We also have options for decimals. Okay, so mga grade 4, grade 5, you can use this. Yan, ganyan. And for integers. So integers, let's say meron tayong warm up ganyan. Ito, may moves left. How do you reach 30 from here? Okay, you also have an option for whole numbers na hanggang 1,000. Yung mga ganyan. So you'll notice I'm not playing the app as a whole. Kailangan kayo yung mag-explore. At least nakita nyo ano yung nagagawa niya. Believe me, especially for larger numbers, it becomes more challenging also. So it develops higher order thinking skills. And you can see that it also appropriate for grade 1, kunwari whole numbers, up to grade 5, grade 6 kasi nandun pa yung integers and decimals. So a very brief run through of the MELCs just to prove the point earlier. So the apps actually target all of these MELCs in grades 1 and onwards about visualizing addition. You also have for grade 2. Okay, hindi ko nababasahin isa-isa. So as I said, you can download or replay the video later on. For grade 3, for larger numbers, di ba? So laruin niyo yung app, makikita ninyo meron din yun pang larger numbers. Okay, you also have grade 4 or even larger numbers. Grade 5. Okay, and yan, grade 6 may integers. So the question is, how do you make summative tasks based on that? So pwede kasing ganitong gagawin nyo. Meron kayong moves left. Okay, kayo na yung magbigay ng moves left. Gumawa ng sarili nyong puzzle. So yung mga bata ang gagawa ng tanong. Sa anong starting number at target number pwedeng mangyari na moves left equals 9? Siguro yung ibang bata mas stuck. So it's better also if you give an example. So katulad nito, moves left is 9. Pwede kasing mag-start sa 25. Tapos yung target ay 88. You can check that if the start is 25, the target is 88, you really need 9 moves. So yung mga bata, mag-isip din sila ng sarili nila. So you can see how this can qualify as a performance task. It elicits different strategies. And siguro yung iniisip ninyo, paano yan, nagkokopyahan yung mga bata. This one, there are so many possible answers. Medyo mahirap to kasi moves 9. Moves left equals 9. Kung gusto nyo mas madali, pwedeng moves left equals 3 lang or 4, ganon. Tapos for higher grade levels, you can also specify kung anong klaseng number ang gusto nyo. Gusto nyo ba decimal or integer? Ang mahalaga magbigay tayo ng example para hindi sila ma-stuck. Another app is multiplication. So dito, I suggest you download the app, play it. You'll see na may mga games related to skip counting. There are also games related to jumping on the number line. So makita nyo talaga yung palaka na tumatalon-talon. And you can use this for several competencies. From grade 2, may multiplication na sila. Visualizes multiplication. Grade 2. Okay. Actually, hindi lang sa grade 2 hanggang grade, sorry, this is grade 3. So, multiplication, the basic facts for multiplication are learned in grades 2 and 3. And you can see that the representations are many and the multiplication app actually targets all of these equal quantities, arrays, counting by multiples, and equal jumps on the number line. So, yun yung app. Paglaruan nyo po sana. Pero paano kayo gagawa ng performance task? Pwedeng ganito. Gumuhit ng larawan na nagpapakita ng 7 times 6. So if they play with the app, they can draw something like this na equal groups. Or ipakita ang 7 times 6 sa number line. So siguro pag nakita nila yung mga palaka, alam na nila how to draw 7 times 6 on the number line. The next app is ordering game. And then para medyo mas mapabilis, ang gagawin ko, I will not show you all the MELCs anymore. Instead, I will proceed to the app kaagad and then I will give you some sample summative tasks. Okay? The ordering game can be used to address any of the competencies that relate to arranging numbers or ordering numbers. So makita nyo yan from grades 1 to 6. So this is how the ordering game goes. Okay, some random numbers are generated, tapos kailangan gawin natin silang in order from smallest to largest. So kung ilagay mo dyan, sasabihin niya incorrect. So halimbawa, 66, ganyan. So the goal is to complete this line within the number of chances left. So para lang makita ninyo, so gagawin natin ganito. Yan. Pagdating ng medyo marami nang nakalagay, humihirap siya. Kasi dapat eksakto. So yung 45, wala na tayo. Papaglagan yung 54, wala. So we have to pass, rule again. Okay? 63, hindi na pwede. Pero 36, pwede pa. So isipin nyo, saan kaya? Pwedeng dyan. Okay, 53, hindi pwede. 35 yan. So ito yung magiging challenge ngayon. You only have 11 chances left. Sana may lumabas na number na pwede dito sa dalawang ito. So ngayon, wala. Okay, 25, wala. So, ito yung nagpapa-excite sa game. You can also have a more challenging level na fewer chances left. O pwedeng 44, ganon. 11, wala, and so on. So, ito may konting excitement, ma-build up, di ba? So, paano? Anong kailangan natin dito ng ilagay? So, in this case, okay, we won with two chances left. So, there are several options here. Pwedeng larger numbers. Again, para sa mga grades 5 and onward. So, mga ganyan. Para lang alam nyo. And then, we also have fractions. Alright, fractions. Ang maganda sa fractions, makikita nyo pa yung drawing niya dito. So, we have two halves and so on. And then, there are also integers. So, just so you can see, you can have a negative number. Ayan. So some sample summative tasks that you can do are the following. O magsulat ng whole number na pwedeng ilagay sa patlang. O kaya kung fractions ang topic nyo, magsulat ng fractions na pwedeng ilagay sa patlang. Or magsulat ng integer na pwedeng ilagay sa mga patlang. We also have the matching game. Itong matching game na to, napakarami yung pwedeng gawin dito. Like for example, may whole numbers, match number with picture. So simple lang. Ayan. O, 6 and 6. Pero meron din kasing target sum with pictures. What do I mean? So may target sum kayo na 10. Ano yung pwedeng bumuo ng 10? Halimbawa, ito 8, tsaka 2, 3, and 7, and so on. May feedback din kung mali. Ayan. Okay, pwede rin kasing wala ng picture, so mas abstract na, numbers na lang. O, target natin ay 10, 7, and 3, and so on. Okay. We also have fractions. Okay, pwedeng 1/2 and 1/4 lang. O, subukan natin tong denominator is 2, 3, 4, 6. So, we will match a fraction with each picture, 3/4, and so on. Okay, pwede rin kasing target sum sa fractions. So, you can have a target sum of 1. So, kung 1, ano yung ipapares natin para makabuo ng 1 whole? So, pwedeng ito, tsaka yan. 1 whole. O, this is 5, 6. Anong ipapares natin sa 5, 6? Ayan siya. So, ganon. And then, there are also decimals. Okay, match number with picture. Okay, ito kasi minsan hindi na-emphasize sa klase. So, we have 0.51 and so on. Okay. And we can have target sum also if we want a target sum of 1. So we can do that as well. And then there is also the option kung gusto nyo may hundreds place. Ayan, para lang makita ninyo. So may mga hundreds place. So as I said, I cannot go through all the apps, all the features. So please explore. At least alam niyo may decimals, may fractions, may whole numbers. Merong target sum, tapos meron din matching with pictures. So how do we make sample summative tasks out of those? So pwedeng ganito, gumuhit ng bilog para magpakita ng 8. Kasi kung naglaro na sila nung app, alam na nila paano ito gawin. Or gumuhit ng 2/5. Diba ito yung mga nakita nila sa app. Or gumuhit ng 0.83 or 8300. Or if they played the target game, pwedeng ganito, magbigay ng dalawang whole number na ang total ay 10. Iguhit sila. Magbigay ng dalawang similar fractions na ang total ay 1. Iguhit sila. Kung gusto nyo mas may challenge, dissimilar fractions na ang total ay 1. Iguhit sila. Pwede ring magbigay ng dalawang decimals na ang total ay 1. Another app is the Catch the Carrot app. So basically, meron kayong number line, tapos iisipin ng bata kung saan sa number line ang 2. Kunwari, this is 0, this is 10, asan ang 2? Pag tama ang sagot ng bata, yun na yung pinaka-feedback, masasalo ba ng basket ang carrot. So for example, meron tayo dito, 310, from 0 to 1,000. We will estimate, saan kaya dito yung 310? Okay? Tapos the feedback again will tell you kung tama ang ating estimate. So kung nasalo ang carrot, then we are correct. So this app will address any competency related to estimation or number lines. And how do we make summative tasks out of this? So, by the way, meron tayong larger numbers. We have fractions. We also have decimals. So, please explore the app. Grade 1 man kayo o grade 6, meron tayong topic para sa inyo. Okay, so sample summative task, maglagay ng tatlong whole number. Bahala na yung bata kung gusto niya maglagay ng 50 or 90 sa kanyang tamang pwesto. Or pwede ring fractions, isulat ang mga fractions. So after they play with the app, the learners will probably be able to answer this. Or yan, isulat ang fraction. Medyo mas mahirap to dahil instead na 0 to 1 kanina, ito 0 to 2. So nasa inyo na yan bilang guro. What kinds of tasks you can give? Yan. Pwede ring decimal. Isulat ang decimal. Or for grade 6, isulat ang integer. Another app I will show you will be the target number game. This is for any competency that involves mental computation, mental addition. Marami yan from grades 1 to 6. So, for example, in this problem here, you have to make the greatest sum. So, pinakamalaking sagot. So, kung ilagay natin, pag gusto natin malaki, syempre yung mga malalaking digit talagay natin dito. We can check, tama na ba? O, kaya ito may feedback. Try again, there's a better result. So we can swap these numbers and then congratulations. You can check, there are many other options. Least difference, medyo challenging ito. I suggest explore this. This is another exciting task that you can give your learners. And of course, to make the app more applicable for many more grade levels, meron din tayong integers na option tulad nito. So as mentioned at the start, we just ask the children to play with the apps. And then afterwards, ito na yung summative task. So kung naglaro na sila ng target app, ito na. Sample summative task, use the following numbers to make the largest sum. So kung integers gusto nyo, palitan nyo lang ng format ito. So to summarize, I showed you several apps. For formative assessment, let's just make the children play, make them enjoy, make them learn. And then for summative tests, we ask them to apply what they learned in the app so that they can solve problems, elicit strategies. In fact, there are some performance tasks na the children are asked to create. Kung napansin nyo sa DepEd mula grade 1 to 6, marami doong competencies creating problems. So itong app na ito, magagamit nyo dyan. Kung naalala ninyo, meron akong binigay example kanina, ito yung sample task. Children will create their own answers. Sa Bloom's taxonomy, ito yung highest, di ba, creating. So maraming ganito sa DepEd competency na baka nga minsan hindi na natin nagagawa. But the apps will really give you an opportunity to include creating in the performance tasks. And then, finally, some tips. Make the task doable. I know that in the blended learning environment, ito yung nagiging challenge na nanay daw gumagawa or ate, kuya, tatay, ganyan. Paano yon? So, let's make the task doable para yung bata mismo, siya na yung gagawa. They will want to do it themselves. So, write in conversational language. Dito nga, ginamit ko Tagalog. So, you can use whatever you think will make the task more doable to the children. And also, kung naisip nyo baka ma-stuck sila, you can give some sample answers. Katulad dito, di ba, nagbigay ako ng sample para in a way na nabibigyan sila ng way to move forward so that they don't become stuck. So thank you for your attention. And I hope you download these apps from our website.